I'm raiding it with those right now.
Is there like a little bar that keeps moving along the screen?
It is.
Drive me bananas.
It is pretty crazy. But hey, that's how we do shit around here. Folks, I know that you can see the spectacular pole that's sitting up at the top, and I completely screwed it up, and I don't give a damn. I really don't. It was pointed out to me, and I think I already recognize this, but I asked you a question, but the answers are pointless to it. So, I mean, what's the point in it? Hell, I don't know. I don't really even care anymore. But anyway. We're going to do another one of these crazy shows again tonight.
Let her rip.
I don't know. I kind of think I'm going to keep the curtain down for a little while. I like the curtain down on this one.
You may want to keep it down since Mike's not here. You'll probably get more views if the curtain's down.
Yeah, if I leave the curtain down, folks are probably going to be like, well, maybe Mike's just chilling in the background, but they don't realize that we got a special guest on here tonight. And I'm kind of going to call somebody else out. Somebody stood me up tonight.
Ooh.
And I'm a little pissed about that. So, I don't know.
If the curtain's still down, I could try to do my Mike Vapes impersonation in full chat.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and lift the curtain. Folks, I know what you came for. And it's not the show. It's for the smoothest transition in the vape show game. And here we go. There it is, folks. It doesn't get any better than that, but, well, maybe it does. But anyway, what's going on, folks? It is the True Vapor Show number 319. Yes, I thought it was Monday because I work for a living. And when I went to work today, I forgot I was off yesterday. So it kind of screwed me up today. I forgot I had a show to do tonight. So anyway, it's Tuesday. Do the days even matter anymore to this shit?
Nope. It's just one big day. One long day.
It's all it is. Day after day. It's just a day. We don't even need to know what day it is anymore, I don't think. But
time after time.
I don't know. Mike is still not here, and I'm probably going to go ahead and say this.
He quit. No one believes us.
Mike got pretty upset here a while back. I can't say what it's about because I know y'all will go ballistic when you do find out. So we got to kind of leave it at that. Don't hit Mike up. He doesn't want to hear from anybody right now. So don't go texting him saying, hey, Mike, what's happening over here? They said you're back to smoking and all this. I didn't say that. I just said don't contact him and just leave it be. But anyway, let's get some buffets cranked up real quick because I know we've got a special buffet tonight from one very special individual with special needs. Take it away, Mark.
All I can say about Mike is Philip Morris sponsorship.
Here we go. Yep, here we go.
We got the same shit that we've had for the past 5 months. The whatever that is with the BTFC on top. Inside of there, we have this new finest banana honey from good old Brad's Vapor, and it's actually pretty damn good. We've got the Sakers on the Boxer DNA 100C at 72 watts, 73 watts. What do we have inside there? Ooh, we got some peanut butter Jam Monster.
Can I cut you off a second?
You sure can.
You realize you're exceeding the limitations of that coil by going 73 watts when the max required level is 70.
No, I think the max is 75.
Negative. 70 watts.
I'm checking my notes right now. The
you don't know how to take notes.
Both of the coils, max 70.
Negative.
It says it on the coil.
No, it does not.
Yes, it does.
Damn it!
I have the tank.
I've got the boxes of coils right here, goddammit.
Horizon Tech Sakers. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's 70.
Thank you.
Not bad. I'll turn it down a little bit. Well, it's been working pretty good at 73, so I'm going in strong. And I am occasionally dripping a little bit of this brand new Banana Bondage, not from the crack smoking whore Dory liquid, but from a new individual that goes by the name of Ginger or Boxer
He's actually in chat right now. Do you want
in chat. I don't want to talk about it. We're not talking about it yet.
to? Okay, okay,
They're gonna leave people under suspense, like, ooh, what's it taste like?
okay.
There you go.
Take it away, Stefan.
Sweet. What's going on, everyone? I'm vaping on the same stuff I was vaping on 2 days ago. I've got the Eclipse on top of the Boxer DNA 100C. In there, I've got this Nom's White Peach Raspberry, which is pretty good. I've got, I can't remember the Oracle, I think, from MCM Mods. It's a newer RDA on top of the clutch. In there, I've got the juice I was talking about Sunday that's really good. This number 8 from Super Good. It's a peanut butter, grape jelly, graham cracker, and ice cream. It's pretty good. Got a billet box. In there, I've got Wicked Berry from Paradigm. And last but not least, I've got the intake dual on the Odin. And in there, I'm trying this. It's a cookies, cream, raspberry, and white chocolate, also from Super Good.
Shit.
Yeah, and the thing about them is like they're sweet juices, but they're not coil killers at all. Like I would say they're almost as sweet as like the Jam Monster, but better flavoring, and they don't kill your coils.
It just seems like that combination of flavors to me is like a nasty mess, but it could be something pretty awesome. I don't know. It just certain things when I hear flavor profiles like, and I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying like, oh, this is a cookie hot dog, potato chip flavor, but it's awesome. It's kind of like one of the deals.
This one right here, this raspberry cream cookie and white chocolate, the raspberry that they use tastes damn near identical to the one that Joe Turner uses in the raspberry custard. So I actually want to get Mike to try it because I think he'll really like it. It's very similar, but like with a little bit of white chocolate in it. But that's all I got.
There you go.
Take it away, ST.
All right. Well, tonight, I know we're not in that particular month anymore, but I got the Rainbow Sakers tank out on the Boxer right there. And in that, I got some of that fruity strawberry in there. I mean, you get where I'm going. Anyway, I got some of that strawberry from Batman. Now, I haven't vaped that in a while, and I was like, you know what? I had a brand new bottle sitting there. I said, I'm going to use this again, revisit it. And I'll be damned. I'm like, it's kind of got a better taste to me all of a sudden, so I don't know. Also, Boxer 100 with the intake NTL, and in that, I got some of that, what is that shit again? It's the lemon pounder from Paradigm. Last but not least, you know it. It's always plugged in. I mean, it's plugged in when I go to work, so I've got like 1,000 foot of cord that just follows out the back of my truck. So there you go. I can't believe it. I'm a little astonished for a second, but look who just donated. Mr. Omar. Omar. I thought he was gone, but he says, ST Vapes, if you knew the exchange rate of this currency, I'll triple it. How about $12.70? Why don't you triple that, brother?
That looks gigantic too. 200 Egyptian dollars.
Do you know how much that is in USD?
$12.70 is exactly what it is.
Damn.
So I'll need you to triple that. I mean, quadruple it if you want. I mean, let's just get real about things.
Yeah,
but
we need 600 Egyptian pounds pronto. Thank you.
but
Great question. Why isn't ST vaping any of that banana? From Ginger. Why is that?
Here's a good thing right here. And Ginger's in chat. Me and Ginger, we're tight. We talk all the time. We don't even talk about vaping shit. Not at all. We talk about knives and stuff like that. Because we're both into the knife and gun game pretty strong. But he said he was going to send some of this. And as soon as he said he's using USPS, I'm like, you lost me. Because USPS is the slowest shipping system in the entire world. It might have been fast for Mark. I won't see mine till like next week. So, but there's your answer to that.
Today.
Anyway, but I do got another little treat coming from him also. So I'm kind of stoked about that. But I did get a package today, and it is USPS. But hell, it's been waiting around. Look at this
What
shit.
the hell?
Whoa, what's a fucking $1,000 in Egyptian?
It's like $40.
Damn.
Omar, thank you for the donation. He says, here you go. See, I'm quick on my feet, Omar. I know that exchange rate. So that's one thing you can't get me on right there.
That looks pretty fat on this end.
You know what? Has anybody actually had $1,000 US donation? Can you go that high?
I'm sure you can. I've never seen it.
Let me try it real quick since I'm on this show. I would never try it. No, 500.
Oh, 500 is the max? Oh, okay.
Can't input it like manually?
That is.
I can't on a PC.
I was wondering what the max would actually be on something like that. But folks will see that 1,000 and they're going to think, "Holy shit, this man just donated $1,000." So, anyway, but I do appreciate that, Omar. Omar's been hiding out like forever, so he must have. I don't know where he's been, but he's finally come back. So, but man, see that right there has thrown me off of what I was doing already. So
You were talking about the box you got in from.
oh yeah. So
Right.
I did get one package in today. It's right here. Why don't we go ahead and do a little quick open?
Nice.
Do it. The Tiny Dancer RTA. I'm looking it up.
Dude,
That doesn't exist, and they got you last week.
they got you last
Are you
week
seriously?
on this crap. Yes.
You know what, you fucking cocksucker?
Why do we go through this all the oh my
gonna find
god.
you.
I forgot about this. This is the one that Mark was wanting.
Boris Johnson, I'm gonna fucking cut your nutsack off. Oh,
Ooh.
damn.
That's the one you were wanting, right?
He was supposed to send me one. He didn't send it, but I'm kind of glad he didn't because I probably wouldn't have used it.
Ah, here we go. So that's what the finest comes in right there.
Yep.
Nice.
Did he send you two?
He sent me all the. I think like they got 4 flavors.
I don't know about this one right here, but it could be good.
I'm not sure if I got. Did I get that one?
I'm not a fan of the lychee flavors.
No, I did not get that one. I don't think I did.
I don't know, unless he's maybe put something else in the box. You know what? You know what he... Oh, my gosh.
Jesus.
Dropping them 1Ks.
Dude.
What are you doing, Omar?
If only that was really $1,000. Oh man,
I'd be done for the year. I'd be just like, all right, I'm done. Omar, thank you for the donation. He says, I was busy with my new girlfriend in Jordan, and I stayed there for 2 weeks. You've been gone longer than 2 weeks, though.
Yeah, you have.
You've been gone for a while, but again, I do appreciate that there. Look at Omar with just making it rain off in there.
Yeah, we talked about that Sunday, Mike. The Jam Monster possibly shutting down since they got their PMTAs denied.
Along with everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, how many got shut down?
What was it, like 4.4 million or some crazy number like that?
It was a ton of them. So, I mean,
I'd just keep making this shit underground. I wouldn't shut down. Fuck that.
I'm kind of curious to know of how many PMTAs were actually put in. Did we ever actually have a number on that?
No, but was there a website? I'm not sure.
I didn't know if there was something that tallied up everything that was put in just to kind of give you a, let's say, a ballpark type figure on there.
I'm sure there is, but we're not very.
No,
You know.
we're not good at stuff. We're not savvy about stuff like that. So,
Leave that to the professionals.
Angel Gomez says it's still about $65 USD. What is that?
The Egyptian donation.
Oh, okay. Thank you there, Angel.
Yeah, but the synthetic nicotine, that's that's only going to last for so long.
Yeah, that's a Band-Aid at best.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's not going to be.
It'll be good for like a month, maybe 2, and then they'll ban that shit somehow.
Yeah.
What's sad about it is that you know what's going to happen is the same thing that happened with the, well, there's another 200.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Omar must have went to the casino in Egypt the other day and hit it big. Thank you again for the donation there. He says, well, summer came along. I was busy. And Mark, wait for it. I'm going to do the same with your show.
I
Don't,
hope you do double on my show. Actually,
Omar, please. I'm telling you right now, don't waste your time on that. Do not waste your time on that.
Omar, out of all these guys here on YouTube, I'm the only one that stuck up for you. Only one.
That's not true.
When
He
Mike
was
was
talking mad shit in Zoom.
Mike was talking trash about you. I stepped up to Mike for you.
I don't remember that at all. I remember you talking mad shit. I feel as though I was the only one trying to stick up for Omar. I'm the one that always asks on the show, have y'all seen Omar lately? What happened to Omar? So, I mean, I'm the one that's been concerned about him, but, anyway.
No, this is not Adore Banana Bondage. This is Ginger. Is he going by Ginger? Is he going by Boxer? Is he going by whatchamacallit?
He's in chat. Won't you ask him?
What are you going by nowadays? I don't know what he's going by. Boxer Mods. That's who's making this right now. It's not available yet, but
I don't think it's going to be something that's available, Mark.
Oh, it's not? Oh, shit. Maybe.
Well, I mean, unless he wants to go worldwide, and if so, I'd be willing to stake like $1 for 50% of the company.
There you go.
We can do like a Shark Tank thing.
I think he was just doing it to do it. I don't think he was looking to make this.
Oh, I thought he wanted to get rich off this shit. I was planning out getting rich.
Well,
Son of a bitch. All right, well, there it is, folks. You can't have it. Suck a dick.
oh my God. Terry Vapor coming in strong and behind Omar. Thank you for the donation there, Terry. Oh shit. Dude, no, I can't say that right now. Yeah, I can say that. Brad, are you watching? I got to deal with Brad here in just a little bit.
All right, so he says it's not available, only for his sweethearts.
Oh.
Wow. Now I've turned into a sweetheart. Well, I'm not because I don't have it. So Mark apparently is the sweetheart. So.
Thank you, baby.
Oh, shit, man.
I should probably take that picture down on Facebook and start rubbing it in people's faces then.
Well, hold on. He just said the formula is for sale, though. So he can be selling that right now. So.
I do have an extra bathtub, so I may have to purchase it.
Me and him was talking about this other day, and he was showing me some like calculations and figures and stuff. And I've seen this for the better part of me vaping and talk to people that do the DIY stuff, and I've heard it probably a million times. Hey, you need to start DIYing. It'll save you money. You can build you up a lot more surplus. I've heard it all. But I've always been kind of stubborn to say that, you know what, I don't have the time to do it, or I don't want to take the time to learn it. It's just easier for me to buy juice and yada, yada, yada. But it finally hit me the other night. Dude, we should have got into DIYing.
I tried. I was just too... Sadly enough, I was too busy with reviews. That was back in the good old days.
Well, this is the way I guess I kind of look at it now. It wouldn't have been a point for me to go out to discover a bunch of different things. It would have been to put together one particular flavor, like the Gorilla banana custard that I never get sick of, to create a flavor that I would never get sick of. And then I would just have tons of it.
Yeah, I'm surprised we never got into it. I mean, I tried once, but
Yeah, I mean, I was always like, no, I don't know about all that, but
if it was just like one place with one brand of flavors, I would probably say, yeah, let's do it. But there's so many different like types of flavors from different companies. It gets confusing and
yeah.
Plus, it's a lot harder to get nicotine now, too.
True.
Oh, is it harder?
Mm-hmm.
But here's another thing. Not to say that it's going to last forever, But people are still DIYing right now. You could probably stockpile some stuff up or whatever. Again, I know you don't want juice sitting for too long, but I don't know. I guess in the long run, if you can't even get DIY stuff anymore, you're going to be screwed too. So, but I don't know.
See, one thing that like I did was when we were all worried that e-juice was going to be a thing of the past, was I ordered some of the stuff from like the UK where it doesn't have nicotine in the juice, and instead you get those nicotine shots that you add in. Nicotine is really what breaks down your juice and causes it to go bad over time. Like it all oxidizes and stuff. And so if the juice doesn't have the nicotine in it, I don't know if it goes bad. I'm sure it does at some point, but I believe it lasts a lot longer.
So that's what we could have done. We could have just prepared everything up in jugs. And then when it's time to break into that particular bottle, we just add the nic to it.
Add the nicotine to it, yeah.
I remember stocking up. This was a few years ago. I forgot what was going on, but something was happening, and I bought a bottle, a gallon or 2 gallons of VG and the nicotine and everything, and then whatever happened never happened, and then
Yeah.
it just sat there and sat there. I think it's in my shed, actually. Expired by 2 years.
Sounds about right.
And not to say that a million people don't work in DIY and all that shit, but I am one of those. I work every day, if not every single day, and I guess it's just another thing that I didn't want. I want simplicity, and that's me having juice made up already, and not having to take the time out to do it. But again, that could be more or less just an excuse because you can always find that time to build up a nice little surplus real quick, and then you ain't got to fool with it forever. So I don't know.
It's the simplicity, It's like when I smoked cigarettes, I didn't have a tobacco farm in my yard and rolled my own stuff. I just went to the store and grabbed it,
Yep.
It's exactly like cigarettes, because I remember when I started rolling my own cigarettes, and I had the machine, I had the tubes, the tobacco. Like, it was a lot cheaper, but I just prefer the convenience of just buying the pack at the gas station and just smoking them instead of having to roll 20 cigarettes.
But see, that's a good comparison right there. Because would I ever actually be able to make a juice that I like that much opposed to one of these store-bought ones? Same thing as a cigarette. Would a cigarette actually been as good buying it at the store, or you rolling it yourself?
It was better at the store, even though because of all the chemicals.
because they add all that shit.
Those are some good chemicals.
So,
I think the one that sold me was when I found out that one of the chemicals in cigarettes was derived from urine. So you can't get that at the house.
No, I mean, you could try, but I don't think it's going to turn out all that well. But
Re-roll a cigarette and piss on it, see how it goes.
every time I've seen somebody in the past roll a cigarette and watch them smoke it, it looks like it's not enjoyable. Not opposed to just like pulling a cigarette out of like a Marlboro pack and just lighting it up. I don't know. I mean, it's weird that you can notice shit like that, but I don't know.
Dude, I would keep my old boxes, and I use the cigarette tubes, so I would squeeze 20 cigarettes in the pack, and they still didn't feel like the real thing because they didn't have the chemicals in them.
Yeah.
And some of them had like too much tobacco to where I would light a cigarette and the cigarette would last like a half hour. The tobacco was so packed in that cigarette, it would never die out.
So let
Did
me
you
ask,
ever try? Oh, sorry.
let me ask this real quick so I don't forget. So let me ask what you were using, because I know my old man, he died from smoking, and I mean he would have smoked a cigarette laying in his coffin if he could have, but he got into that. But what he was doing, he was buying those pre-rolled with a filter and you just push the tobacco in. Yep. Now he tried that for a while. And he tried to play it out like it was good, but he was one of those that he felt like anything he did was a success.
Exactly.
Even though he kept on buying packs of cigarettes because he said, well, I like to bounce around. But what is better? Is it better like that or actually having papers to roll your own shit up?
I don't like. I mean, the papers are probably you look cooler, probably rolling a cigarette with papers, but you don't have the tube, and I don't know. I prefer the pre-made tubes where you just slide the tube on your little injector,
Yeah.
and then you just pull the handle and pops tobacco in there, and you pack it and you light it up.
Did you ever try the organic, all natural American spirits?
Yes,
They're so fucking bad.
I know.
But they lasted for like 45 minutes. You'd light one and it'd be like your entire lunch break and you're halfway through the cigarette. Like,
I used to buy the kite. It was a green can. It was like a menthol. It was like a menthol tobacco. That was my favorite tobacco. I rolled my own.
Omar, he wants to know, and thank you for the donation. He says, "What is synthetic nicotine?" I didn't really got the proper explanation.
It's nicotine that's synthetic.
Synthetic nicotine is a nicotine that is made in a lab and does not contain tobacco.
Let's find out from Google.
That's what I just did.
But but obviously it replicates what it's supposed to replicate.
Yeah. They're trying to get around it, so it's technically not a tobacco product. So they're making it in a lab. But like I said, I think it's just a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
The bugler tobacco was good too. Angel, I used to vape that. I used to smoke that too.
Vape the bugler, huh?
The bugler.
So what is it? And I know folks are probably going, why are we talking about cigarettes and rolling? Hey, every once in a while you got to break into the past a little bit. But this is another thing I remember. So was you buying like the big bags of tobacco?
Yeah, mine came in like a big can, and then I buy the carton of tubes.
Yeah.
And then I would make like a pack or two. I used to hate making them because everyone else wanted me to make them some. They said, "Hey, if I give you the money, can you get the tobacco and the tubes and make them for me?" I'm like, "No." But yeah.
So let me ask you this, because that was something I don't think that I can't remember if I ever tried that shit or not. But since you did that shit, even though it didn't have that actual store-bought cigarette feeling to it, could you smoke one and still feel like you were satisfied, or did you feel like shit? Okay.
No, you still feel satisfied.
Okay.
It's
It
almost
just
like,
wasn't the same.
yeah, it wasn't the same. It's like eating a frozen pizza compared to like buying a pizza from a pizza place. Like you're still getting that pizza, but it's just a lot better from the pizza place.
Gotcha. Omar's going broke tonight, so thank you for the donation again. He says, look out for the ICOS because it's all over the place. I can say tobacco companies are intelligent, to be honest.
I would never go back to smoking ever, 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 but I would love just to try one just one time to see what it's like.
I was around that once where I actually got to see one, kind of look at shit. And that's when we were in Chattanooga, the event there. It was me, Mike, Heavy, and some other people. But the people from Og Vape were there. And one of the guys had an ICOS. And I was looking at it, and it is funny as hell because he had a little white box that said Marlboro on it or something. I think it said Marlboro on it. And it had like 5 or 6 miniature cigarettes in it. And you load that little thing up in the top. And he was sitting in the restaurant hitting on that joker. And you couldn't really tell.
So does it take all the chemicals out of it too when you're vaping it? Or I'm assuming you vape it, right?
It's not a vape. It's still a burn.
Oh, it's still burning? Okay.
But it's not supposed to be as harsh as what a cigarette would be.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, I thought it.
Yeah.
I didn't know it still burned. I thought it just heated up or something.
Well, it's kind of like maybe this would be a correct term to compare the two. Like if you actually were smoking a joint or you put weed into a PAX. Would that be kind of like the similar?
No, PAX I think heats it. Heats it up.
It heats it up, But
Doesn't.
That's what the ICOS does. It heats it instead of burns it.
yeah,
Okay. So yeah, kind of the same. Okay.
yeah,
So technically, you're kind of vaping it, a different kind of vapor, but you're vaping it.
yeah.
It's heat, not burn. There you go.
It just tripped me out to see them using that. But again, here it is. It is a Chinese company that they make their living making vape products, but they were doing shit like that. But I was used to that already because we've been to enough events to see that most of these guys that come from China that making this shit, they don't vape a single bit. They do nothing but chain smoke cigarettes all the time.
I mean, I don't blame the companies. Like, if you make vape products, why not also make the heat not burn products too? Why not? Like,
Yeah.
make extra money, and you could hit two different markets.
Yeah, I think the main thing with the heat not burn is even though it is heating instead of burning, it's still like all the studies they've done, it still produces all the harmful chemicals and stuff, just not as much.
Okay.
So it's like sugar-free ice cream. It's still not good for you. It's still not harmful.
Yep. Oh. Well, too bad we couldn't been having that because I got a few more boxes of these, thank God.
Ooh, damn.
Nice.
So I know the 9th of this month is when they're supposed to make another big judgment call on what the vaping world's going to be in for. So that's what is today? Today's the 7th. What, 2 more days?
Yep, 2 days.
It could after the night. Well, you know what? I don't want to say that anymore because the last time we hit this shit,
Yep.
we were telling folks, look, you better buy what you can get. You better do what you got to do, which I still feel like that was the right call because we didn't know. But I don't want to do this scare tactic again to say, hey, the 9th could be, doom and gloom. I don't
I
know.
still tell people, like, because when I bought those, whatever, 20 or 30 bottles, I bought at the very minimum 30 bottles, and we're almost like through all the bottles.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you see a juice that you like and it's on sale or in stock and you got the money, buy a shit ton of it. Or if you got the Saker's tank and you love it and you see coils, buy a shit ton of coils because you probably won't find them in about a month or so. They'll be all sold out.
Yeah. That's what I've been trying to do. I know it's kind of, maybe I've changed a little bit. I still do my RTAs, but I've got 2 sub-ohm tanks that I like, I enjoy, and I've got a shit ton of coils for each one of them. Enough that'll last me. I mean, I'll still run out at some point in time, but I got enough to last me for a good while. But
Well, and then if worst case scenario and you did run out, you still would be able to build or
exactly. Yeah, I've got multiple RTAs in use, and
This is probably the longest I've used a tank next to like one of the Crown tanks or something.
it's a badass tank.
Yeah.
The only thing I hate about it, and it's a weird nitpicky thing, but that O-ring for the airflow control, if you like go to throw it in an ultrasonic cleaner or something, it's such a small clear O-ring
Oh,
and it falls off really easy.
yep.
So I've lost a couple of those, but
I just broke this one down cleaning it up the other day to put this other juice in. And when I was taking that off, I was thinking, this is like the only tank that I know of that's got that little O-ring. There's other tanks that are built similar to where you can take the airflow control ring off.
mm-hmm.
But it's just something you push on and off. It's not like an O-ring kind of holding it in place somewhat, but
Yeah. Well, and if they would have just made it to where like the O-ring was a little bit more recessed or something and it didn't just flop out, that would have been
Yeah.
nice. But the performance on it's great. It's a great thing.
definitely.
I feel bad because I don't take mine apart and clean it. I just keep filling it with juice, and if I change out juices, I just leave the coil in there and just use a different juice.
Well, the other one that I got, the black one, I haven't washed it in forever. It's ran so many bottles of banana custard through it, and it's like, why wash it? As long as I keep changing the coil every once in a while, that's all I need to do. But
It's like seasoning a frying pan.
yep,
So I do the tanks, like season it.
Look at DC. DC says ST scared me into buying like 50 bottles last time. Whatever, son. DC, you like to talk a lot of shit. Oh man.
Boom, boom.
I don't know,
It's
man.
better to have it and not need it than wish you had bought it, you know?
Exactly. Ricky says I'm gonna have to suck it up and pay double for my pods. Element wants $175 for a 90 cart. Tax is nuts. I can't find anyone else to ship here. Where do you live at, Ricky?
That's crazy.
He must be like in Massachusetts or some shit.
Any good technique for getting the glass off the sakers? Honestly, when I don't even take mine off, I rinse it out and I kind of shake it.
Who asked that?
Ryan.
It's easy. Let me tell you. All you need to do is take off that bottom. Take off your bottom piece. And what I did, I take off the top cap, and then I just kind of like work it down real quick, and it pops right off.
Don't crack it.
But if it's been sitting on the tank a while, it will take a little bit. That's another design flaw, I think, on this one right here. So you got a gasket on the bottom. Well, you got an O-ring on the bottom, and you got an O-ring on the top. The way that this glass slides up on it, it almost catches one of those O-rings and wants to roll it right off. So you got to be pretty good at putting that back on. It's nothing hard at all, but it is kind of something that I've noticed with that.
Yeah, and if you just slide that glass over once the O-ring's bunched up, that's when it gets seated really bad.
Exactly.
So,
I've always gotten into a habit now if I don't take the glass off a tank unless it's like super easy to get off the tank. I'll just put it in the water and I'll just kind of shake it up or do whatever I'm going to do and just rinse the hell out of it.
see, I still take everything apart and throw it in an ultrasonic cleaner usually, especially like if I get something in brand new.
Yeah.
Even if it's something that where the glass is really tough to get off, you'll try pulling the glass off it.
Usually for me, if I put my thumb in like the chimney and my finger on the glass and push to one side, it breaks that seal and then you're able to wiggle it off. I mean, if it's stuck, like, you know, like the bulk and you just can't get it off without breaking it, then I just usually throw it in the garbage. You know what I mean?
That's what started was the bulk. Ever since the bulk, I just stopped taking glass off.
I'm going to tell you what I do. We're going to have to stop the show a second because Marvin's getting way off track here. Marvin just says I bought concentrates and that will last a long time. Marvin, we're talking about e-juice. We're not talking about your orange juice concentrates that you're stocking up on at the home. Let's get back with the program there, son.
He's vaping straight concentrate. Put nicotine into the concentrate.
Hell yeah. Oh, damn, we got Mark's new house keys in here. I've seen a few new names in.
If you want a bulk with red O-rings, you got to hit up Batman. He's like the only one I think that has one.
No, I've still got one.
Oh, you still got one?
Well, that was the original one I've got.
Yep.
But
Dude, if your ohms are jumping on any RTA, take it apart. Make sure you don't have anything trapped in the deck, but also flip it upside down and check your 510 pin. Those 510 pins have a tendency of backing off a little bit, and if it's not tightened down all the way, it'll cause it to read resistance wrong. All you have to do is take an Allen key or a flathead, whatever it is, and tighten it back down.
Oh, you've got a bulk, though. That's a bad bulk.
yeah. Thank you for the donation there, Mr. Raw Chuck. He says, I found a bulk at the gas station. Those do turn up there. I think they turn up more there than what they do at any type of vendor or anything like that. So,
We're trying to get Walgreens to start stocking it.
yep. Mark's new house keys. Mark's new lawnmower. Mark, are you going to get a new lawnmower when you move?
I made a deal with my parents that if they give me their lawnmower, then I'll cut their grass every 2-3 weeks.
So, in other words, what's about to wind up happening is you're going to be paying to have their grass cut and yours.
No, I'm actually going to start cutting our grass.
Really?
Yep.
Maybe that could be your new weekly video.
Possibly. I told the Mexican landscapers this past Saturday
Here we
that
go.
that was their last day. We no longer need your service. Thank you.
Why couldn't he just say landscapers?
He's always got to add that extra in there.
I don't know. That's a good point.
So, were they like pissed off at you or anything? Because that's easy money they've been making off your ass for a long time.
Well, they wanted to know if we were moving, and we said yeah. And then we told them that we'll call them when we get to our new place, but we're not going to.
Should have just lied and said you're moving out of state.
Yeah, I should have said that. You're right. God damn it.
They're probably going to follow you over there and be banging on your door.
Dude, they're really. I mean, they're good at what they do, but they're really shitty. Like they don't take if there's like a weed or something, like it's like right in the middle of the where they're walking, they won't pull it, they won't cut it.
Wow.
And I remember I paid them a good chunk of money to do some landscaping rock, and they didn't even throw down any weed paper before they dropped the rock on top. So now there's weeds growing out of this.
What is weed?
A year
paper?
later, you put it down before you lay any kind of
Is that
gravel or.
Is that the term for it? Weed paper?
Yeah, I don't think that's what it's called.
I believe that's what it's called.
I believe weed paper is what you use when you want to roll something.
Like when you put down landscape rock, so that way the weeds don't pop through.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think that's what I call it, anyways. Weed paper.
Put down some of that marijuana paper, guys.
I was so pissed when they didn't put that down. Oh,
It's actually a fabric that gets
yeah,
laid
it is
down.
a fabric. It's like a black fabric.
But I don't know. I mean, it's pointless now. You're moving, so it's just another thing that you had to square up. So good on you.
I'm calling BS. Mark will quit moving faster than he cancels shows.
Ooh,
Mm.
Patrick King with the facts.
PK is not letting up.
I'm kind of in the mood to cut grass. I can use a workout.
Well, you won't have to cut this year, though.
Nope. Hopefully not.
Now, do you know if that lady's been cutting the grass or she got a service?
She probably has a service. I doubt she cuts it. She's an older lady.
Speaking of mowing, my dad called me. He was like, "Hey, would you mind maybe going by the house and mowing? So taking care of your mom." I was like, "Yeah, not a problem." So I called my mom and said, "Hey, I'm going to be over at the house tomorrow to mow." And she's like, "You're going to use a push mower with a?
Oh,
You can barely walk around." I said, "Well, I didn't know it was a fucking push mower." So I got goaded into doing that tomorrow.
So Steven's actually got to have landscapers lined up to go over there and cut the grass.
Yeah, I'm going to go find me somebody.
I haven't used one of those in like years.
God, me either, man. I remember when I was a piece of shit teenager, my dad bought one just to make me do the yard, teach me responsibility, which didn't work back in the day, but.
Dan Carey, what's going on, brother? Thank you for the donation. He says, "For your beer fun ST, have one on me. Here, I'll have half of one on you right now."
I used to mow the lawn all the time, like for years. But when I started doing YouTube, and then when I found these guys and they said it's only $20, I'm like, it's only $20. So then I had them do it for like a year or two.
But didn't you say it's like they only go down one strip and then they come back up the other and they're done?
I mean, now they got one side to do, they got a little bit of a yard to do, and they got the front to do. So it's a good bit. I mean, it's worth $20 for sure.
Okay.
Definitely worth $20.
Mark, just bite the bullet and eat one of those zero turn
What the hell is
lawnmowers.
that? Oh yeah,
A couple $1,000.
Dude, you love wasting money on shit. That would be the ideal thing. And you won't be able to park either vehicle in the garage because it'll take the whole thing up. So there you go.
Yep.
the ones that you stand on that you kind of go like this with, those look really cool.
Yeah, but that's the last thing you need to be operating.
I would love one of those.
You would, right after you're in a house with it. Raw Chuck, thank you for the donation. Mark, riding mower, question mark? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think a red one would fit where I'm at now.
I kind of look at it like this. I think you just set everybody up by promising them this. Because once you get out there and cut and it's all wavy and you've missed so much because you can't see shit, they're going to be like, never mind, we'll just go back to the way things were.
Oh, I can cut the grass, but it's not going to be straight. It's gonna be like fucking like zigzagged everywhere. I don't do those straight lines like people do.
Yeah.
My
Like
shit's
you're
awful.
supposed to do. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got you. I got you.
So
I should
you
call
have the inability to be straight, huh?
Yes, it'll be like a circle and then like a line and a box, and then I'll miss like a whole strip. It'd be horrible. When we first got here, I think for like the first couple of months, I was using a weed whacker to cut the grass. That was fun.
I didn't know they were that expensive. Vape and Basher said a zero turns like 12 grand.
Holy Jesus!
Ricky said his lawnmower is 16,000. I believe it. I have seen like, well, I know like some of the zero turns like you would see at like Tractor Supply, Home Depot or stuff. Some of the real good ones they've got out there are going anywhere between 6 to 10,000.
I thought a $60 Craftsman off Facebook was a lot of money. Holy shit!
But dude, that's like from 30 years ago, and that's that little box you sit on that, you got to turn a mile wide just to turn the damn thing.
I didn't know they were that expensive. I had a coworker, it makes the story even better. I had a coworker that he bought one of those zero turns, got it delivered to the house, and he told his wife, I'm going to mow this weekend. Don't touch this thing until I get back because, you've got to learn how to use it. She said, okay, no problem. Well, he got sent to work for like a trip. And so she decided that she was going to use that zero turn lawnmower, and they have a pond. And she drove that motherfucker straight into that pond. So that was,
That's
guess,
not good.
10 grand down the drain.
That is not good right there.
I used to watch, what was that dude's name? The Outlaw Dipper or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
And he got into one of those high-end fucking lawnmowers, and he decked his shit all out. And it looked so awesome, man. It was like, I don't know how his was, but you would sit up, and you'd have these bars that you pull and shit. It was really weird looking.
Yeah, the zero turns got it where like you pull the bars up.
Yeah, that's what it was in a zero. It was
Yeah.
pretty awesome looking.
Kim, that's a good question, and I was going to bring that up more towards the beginning of the show, and I almost forgot, but she said, shouldn't Johnny English be on the show? Did he get caught again zooming his cam in the wrong places again? So,
He's on a photo shoot.
you heard Johnny the other night. He accepted the offer to come on, and then he backed out. I'm kind of like wondering, what is it that I've done to Johnny that he felt that he had to back out?
I just don't think he likes you.
I don't think he does either.
And what's crazy is he was the one that was like, hey, can I get on the show Tuesday?
Yeah.
And you, as a good friend, you said absolutely. And then he no-call, no-shows.
Yep.
His idea.
So, I don't know. I don't know, folks. I guess it's just that way. But before the shit see, I can't let shit go. Because as soon as I do, folks will be like, they'll be just hating on folks. Johnny said, I did talk to Johnny. Johnny said he couldn't make it this evening. So before y'all get buck-ass crazy on shit. Oh, man.
Can't make jokes anymore.
No, I mean, dude, you'll hear about it for a good while.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like, if you don't know us by now, you ain't never going to know us. Because, Mark, how many times have me and you got in trouble just for, like, jokingly around, said some bullshit?
Way too many to count.
Oh, my God. And, dude, I'm talking about folks that religiously follow shit that actually believe it. And we'll get pissed off. I'm like, I
It's
don't know.
amazing.
I don't know how you couldn't decipher between the two of a joke and us being serious. I could tell that y'all would be full of shit nonstop if I was watching this shit. So, I mean,
Hell, he's saying it with a shit-eating grin half the time.
it's like, but some people, when they hear certain things, it's kind of like, oh no, they're telling the truth. It's really like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Kid Bass, Johnny is doing a porn shoot tonight. And I commended him to say, hey, I would rather be doing that than doing the show. So there you go.
Johnny didn't come on because you were coming on.
Ooh,
That's true.
Look at Marvin dropping some smackdown.
Johnny actually hates me.
Oh, man. So, Mark, is there going to be anything this week? Or is it just going to be this show, Friday night show, and Sunday night show? I don't think there's any reviews coming from you, is there?
No, I might just do like a live or something on Thursday. Something. I got to do something. I don't know what I'm going to do, but nothing vape related.
You should do a review for the juice.
Yeah.
And just not mention that you can't get it.
Yeah.
Don't mention the name. Don't mention who you got it from. Just mention on how it tastes, how much you're in love with it, and then just leave it at that.
Like, this is the first juice that I've bought 3 gallons of after vaping it. Guys, get your hands on this shit.
Exactly.
People would be so pissed. People hate when you review shit that you like and they can't buy it or they can't get it anywhere. They hate that. I hate that. When I watch a video on something that someone's reviewing and I can't buy it somewhere, that pisses me off.
Yeah.
Why are you showing it? I can't buy it.
DC said, ST, could you please help Mark hook up the punch mower to the front of his Rascal scooter?
That would actually be a great idea.
That would be. And 1911 says, go to Menards. This is perfect timing for you to go over there and make a video since you ain't got shit else going on.
This past Saturday, I think it was, I was going to, I always forget his name. Bearded Vapor 420, I think his name is. He lives over by me. And he texted me and said, hey, do you want to go hang out at Menards? And I thought that was a little weird. But I'm like, you know what? Yeah, why not? Because then I could do my little Menards vlog. But come to find out, he was at a different Menards. So it didn't work out. But you know what? That's what I'll probably do. I'll do that Thursday. A goddamn Menards vlog, as sad as that is.
There you go. Raw Chuck, thank you for the donation. He said, Steven hates me. So now it's moved to you, Steven.
I hate everyone, apparently.
I understand.
Yeah, where there's no new dog. Like, we thought about the new dog. Well, at least I thought about the new dog. And every new dog, no matter how hard you train them to go outside, will eventually piss and shit on your floor. And the last thing I would want is to move into a house with a dog shitting and pissing everywhere until we potty trained him.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
So I don't think,
That's too much.
Get a cat or something, but no dogs.
You don't want that either. You don't want cats either.
Yeah, but cats, they got something. Anything but another dog.
Let me tell you what cats will do for you, because obviously I've had cats in this house for a long time. You think about it. Cats shit and piss in a box, and then they walk over everything in your house.
Yeah, I forgot.
So there you go. There's the real life of living with cats.
And then people will say, well, you just adopt a dog. I don't want someone's used dog. Some half-dead dog. No, I want fresh. Like right off the truck. Brand new.
Troy, you're not the only one. Troy says, keep getting ST's review of the sub tank in my recommendations. Can't find that tank anywhere. That was my one-hit wonder that somehow went, I guess, somewhat viral. And that's the only way people know me, is by a video I did when I first got started.
It got recommended to me like a week or two ago. I'm like, holy shit, a vape video. I'm like, it's ST.
It steadily gets views on it. It just, I guess that was my one-hit wonder. You know, I couldn't really pull off anything else. So,
I shit and piss in the toilet. Thank you very much. At least I tried to. Speaking of the toilet, you should have seen my toilet this past weekend. Holy God, thank God Angela cleaned it. It looked like a piece of skin hanging, stuck to the bowl. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. Like a piece of flesh came out of me and was sticking on the bowl.
Oh, why?
I'd rather hear you fart on the mic right now than you talk about some shit like that.
He had to use a brush to scrub it off, and we had to throw the brush out because the shit skin was on the brush.
Oh, God. Stop.
Was it your toothbrush?
If it was his toothbrush, he probably would. No, don't throw that away. I can use that.
Yeah, just put it back in the damn cup on the sink. Oh, shit, man.
Jesus.
Whew, Lord have mercy. So yeah, it's gonna be. I know Steven's got a whole lot of products he'll be reviewing this week, so be
Yep.
prepared for that right there.
Absolutely.
He's got all the latest and greatest sitting over there. So
ST was a one-hit wonder. I'm going to see if I can be a none-hit wonder. So keep a sharp lookout for those videos.
oh shit, man, that is so crazy that video keeps cycling itself around. But
Is it
I'm going to get me a
monetized or
sub
not?
tank. I'm going to get a sub tank so I can do a review on it.
yeah, it's monetized.
Are you making any kind of? I wonder if you're still making money on it.
I don't know,
You know what I
man.
would do? I would go in there and enable every possible ad. Like you know how you can monetize when you monetize, you got all those check boxes. I would monetize every fucking thing and see if you make like big bucks on it or something.
I remember. You remember we went through that one little stint, or at least I was. If you didn't check the correct box and you monetize, let's say, show. So my shows are monetized, but they're kind of like half-ass monetized. But if you didn't check a certain thing, you would have an ad like every 3 seconds on a show. And you could see like a million little yellow dots where every little ad was about to pop up on there.
I left that enabled on accident. I think it was Sunday or Friday, and people were bitching. Like every 5 minutes, there was an ad playing. Like, oh
Yeah.
shit, I forgot.
See, that would suck for me too, because if I didn't forget to make the change to that, I would be at work the next day. And that's a change I got to make for my computer, not for my phone. So the whole day, people would be like, man, fuck this shit. I ain't watching this crap because all these ads. It'd be like, man, there ain't nothing I can do about it till I get home.
I'm wondering how much more money you can make off a video by enabling that, and people actually sitting there through all those goddamn commercials.
Dude, there ain't no way in hell I will sit through anything. I don't care who you are if I've got to watch that many fucking ads. No way.
Those drive me nuts.
I won't even like, you know how they have the different streaming services for movies and stuff, and you have like Tubi, and they have free movies, but it has ads. I won't fucking watch them.
Yeah, I hate those fucking. Oh, I hate those things. It was either Netflix or Amazon Prime. I want to say Amazon Prime. They had a commercial or two. It just came out of nowhere. I'm like, holy shit, they're doing commercials and like paid memberships.
Well, usually Amazon Prime, like if you go to watch a movie or something, it starts out with an ad.
Yeah.
It gives you the option to skip it.
This was like in the middle of the movie. I forgot. It only happened to us like once or twice, and I haven't seen it again.
Maybe that happens when you steal the Prime account from somebody else.
That could
you get
be.
ads.
Yep. There you go.
Are we taking Marcus to the new house? That is a negative. He's actually being sold with this house. He's part of the deal.
I can only imagine the work that is going to be put upon him when y'all get into that house.
I hope so.
Vaping Bachelor wants me to put Miracle Grow, I guess, on your lawn.
Does that work?
I don't know if
My
it
lawn is like, when I first got here, I took really good care of my lawn. It was like, me and my buddy across the street, we just like, I don't know, we were anal about our grass, but I kind of gave up. And now my grass is like green, yellow, burnt, dog shit hair. It's like your typical trailer park lawn.
You kind of strike me to be the person that, like, living in a house that would have more of a yard to deal with. If you pouring used motor oil all over the yard so no grass will ever grow again,
That, if I could somehow kill the grass but still have it stay green, I would do that.
Well,
Like I prefer when I cut the
what
grass,
does that even mean?
I like to drop the mower all the way down to the ground. I know some people like to leave a few inches, but I like to drop it as low as possible.
where it's throwing dirt clods out the side.
That way I got to mow it for another 3 weeks.
You just kill it all and get some fake grass, man.
Exactly. I think I might do that.
Oh, look who's back. Gregory Brown.
Holy shit.
Wow, I hadn't seen that gentleman before. He says, ST, I've left Texas and moved back to Atlanta.
Damn.
Well, there you go. Well, damn. I mean, now you've kind of hurt Stefan's feelings leaving Texas.
Can't believe you'd leave the best state out of all of them, at
Went
least in the top 10.
went back to the ATL. There you go.
I bought a bottle of this like industrial grade vinegar off Amazon. It's like 75% something, but it's so powerful like you can't even get this shit on your skin. And I put that in a bottle with some water and I spray it on grass and it just kills everything in sight.
Oh man,
Really good stuff.
that's what I was going to say right there. Ricky kind of mentioned it, but just hire somebody to come out and dig the front yard out, and then go to like Home Depot or Lowe's and buy a bunch of turf and just lay it out front. Nothing's ever going to grow. It'll always be that nice bright green color. And you can roll around on it, do whatever.
I'm surprised they don't have that yet for houses, like fake grass.
Who would want it?
Yeah, but imagine like never having to mow your water your lawn, mow it, and then still have it look green and beautiful all the time.
Dude, you're not going to get that appearance with turf.
But
It's going to look like a mini golf course in front of your house every single day of the year.
they got to come out with something.
Invent it, man. You could be rich.
There we go.
Yeah, man. I mean, you've got nothing but time on your hands to come up with something.
I've had a lot of good ideas. My idea with the mask that connects to the back of your hat, still haven't seen that. I know if I market that, I'll be rich in no time.
I did see an ad the other day for a mask, and it was by, what is it, Copperfit or whoever, the people that do the wraps for the elbows, knees, and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
They just put their own line of mask out that's got all these little adjustable straps. And then when you want to be done and not wear the mask, it's also got like a little lanyard thing around it where you can pull it off real quick and it just hangs off of you. Now, that's nothing sophisticated. It's not even like, oh my gosh type thing. But I bet you they'll sell a ton of those.
I attached my mask to the thing on the back of my hat, so it didn't go around my ears. And then whenever I wanted to do something, all I did was just take off. Well, I had to unsnap my hat, but if there was a way just to quickly unsnap it, your mask would hang behind your head, and you could eat, do whatever you want to do, and then when you're ready to go, pop it back on. I think it's going to be
That's genius.
it's genius. Thank you.
I'm gonna make a mask that has a hole in the middle of it. That way, you don't even have to take it off. Just a big hole right in the middle.
Yep.
What about a hat that has a powerful whatever? What are those lights called?
Anakin's got it already, right?
An LED light.
No, the light that kills germs or whatever.
Oh,
they-
the God damn
What's
it.
the light called?
Talking about like a UV light or something.
There you go, UV.
Yes.
And you got a UV light built in under the brim of your hat, so when germs start coming at you, the UV light just kills them before they even touch your skin.
But you won't be able to see with the UV right above your eyes.
It doesn't matter. People would buy this. I guarantee you they'll buy it, and then they'll realize it's a piece of shit, but too late, you already bought it.
I'm thinking it's the perfect time to come out with like a bubble suit. Or like literally.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
great.
you could do one of those just seen on TV type products.
Yep.
I mean, that's where the money's at, right?
And I could do like a commercial where somebody that has the C coughs in my face, but because I have my UV brim on my hat, I'm fully protected.
Now, what was Anakin's version? Wasn't it like a little fan with a mask, or what was that?
They had a plastic like shower curtain that went over your face, and then it had an exhaust fan
That's genius.
built into the hat.
That's a whole lot of shit working on your head right there.
You need a mask with a snorkel built in.
Oh man.
I wish there was a way though you can eat with a mask on. That's one thing I hate is eating and drinking when you have a mask. It's like impossible to do.
What
How?
about a zipper?
Nah. Or what about a straw that attaches somehow underneath the mask, and you could still drink through a straw while having a mask on?
Hold on. How is it that you would want this when you do 99% of your eating and drinking at your own house? Are you wearing a mask in the trailer?
No, I want to market this. Not for myself. I wouldn't wear none of this shit.
No, you just made the comment to say, I would like to have this.
Well, I occasionally go out. Occasionally, I'll go to the mall.
Okay.
Yeah, I honestly think the zipper in the front would work. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Nobody take that. That's mine. That's fucking mine. If you had a mask and the whole front of it was a zipper, that's fucking genius.
I'm pretty sure a few people in chat have that kind of mask you're talking about. I guarantee you, Raw Chuck probably has one of those masks that he puts on every night, or possibly Terry.
There's no telling. No telling. Oh,
Ooh, damn! Women eat under their mask in Blink.
Stop.
I'm not saying. I just said Blinktown. I'm not sure that's the proper way to say that word there, Chuck.
Yeah. Probably don't want to pronounce that word here, so.
Thank you, Cloud King. He said, we're talking about masks. Have a great week, folks. You know what? I got a juice called Cloud King. Did you make it?
He might have been the developer.
Well, DC, I didn't really think about that. So,
Oh, never mind. It's called Cotton Clouds. My bad.
Isn't that the same name for that cotton you used to use?
Pretty close. That was called, what was that shit called? Cotton Candy.
Yeah, I mean, shit. And it almost looked like the same color box.
Yep, it sure does.
Well, that other shit was in a tube, but it still had the same color
Colors,
graphic
yeah.
thing going. Yeah. So what's the flavor profile on this shit?
I'll tell you in a second. You know what dude, this bottle, I don't know, Ginger, if you're still in chat, this bottle, you know how you got to like push down on these caps when you first get them to like the child safety? Dude, that thing was so like, it just wouldn't click. And I practically had to bend the top of the bottle and rip the cap off to get the cap off this thing.
You sure it's just not a point of where you're getting that you never do any physical
Nope.
type things that you've gotten pretty weak with that?
It kept slipping. Like it wouldn't grab so I could unscrew it.
yeah, what you do in that situation is take a knife and cut all around the child safety part, and then
Yeah. It's good. This tastes like a strawberry licorice or something.
Oh God,
It's actually pretty good.
That'd be going straight in the trash.
No. I guess, well, it's called Cotton Clouds, like a strawberry cotton candy. This ain't bad.
If it tastes like licorice,
Maybe not licorice. Maybe like either a strawberry candy or a strawberry cotton candy. It's not bad, though. At least on the tongue, it's not bad.
all right, folks. I know that Phil and them's not doing a show tonight because Dimitri's in Greece, but we're still kind of past that point. I think we're shutting it down. I've had a long day. I'm beat.
Thank you, Ginger. I will ask for a refund probably tomorrow morning.
See, Ginger, that's how shit goes. When you feel like you've done something special for somebody, they're still going to find something to nitpick at your ass. So.
Wait a minute. Did he send you that juice for free? Because he charged me $30 a bottle for this shit.
I didn't even get any. So how could I pay for something I ain't even got?
I had to pay $90 for the juice and then another $30 to ship it, and then $8 for the signature.
Wow. Ginger, never mind. You did a good job because you screwed the shit out of him. So, oh shit, folks, we're wrapping it up. I hope you somewhat enjoyed yourself this evening. You probably didn't at all. But I guess you'll have to wait on. I don't know, Mark. I mean, you actually going to do this on Thursday, or is this something you're just kind of talking out your ass and it won't happen?
Yeah, I'm either going to do the Menards thing on Thursday. Actually, I'll probably do it. Yeah, I'll do it Thursday because I don't have any videos, so I need to do something.
There you
So I'll
go.
definitely have that video Thursday.
And DC just said, "Mark, go live after ST goes to bed." So everybody wait for Mark. He'll be going live here shortly.
Glenn, I had 3 triads. One took a shit 2 weeks ago. I got one left, and I have no clue where that third one is sitting. It's disappeared. I don't think I gave it away, but I am heartbroken right now because I only have one triad. So I'm sorry I don't have any. Sorry, guys.
Ginger left you one other thing that you forgot.
Oh, don't forget the Illinois tax. My bad.
Yeah, hell,
That puts it like at $200 right there.
Yeah, I was going to say that Illinois tax will jack you up bad right there. So, Steven, thank you for joining us tonight, sir.
Thank you for having me. I
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
the invite.
Yes, sir. Damn, Bachelor dropping one more off before we cut out of here. Thank you for the donation. He said, Mark's dad should have wrapped it up.
Man,
That's
that's a good
actually,
note to go out on.
that's actually a good one right there. Oh, man.
Did they wear condoms back in those days? I don't think so.
He might have been wrapped and it still happened, so you never know. But anyway.
That would actually explain a lot.
Yep.
Yep,
He
that
was
would.
he was the one that got through.
Yep.
I'm a test tube baby.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Anyway, and then don't forget us again on Sunday night. Man, there ain't no telling what's going to happen Sunday night. It could be that Johnny finally tells all what he feels about me because I don't think he gives a damn about me anymore.
I don't think so.
I know he doesn't like Mark, but now I think he's kind of tired of talking shit about Mark, and he's ready to go after my ass now, so who knows. But anyway, we're going to get out of here. The next best thing that y'all always want is that smooth outro, and you about to get it right now, because here we go. Later, y'all.
Ah.
Do. Man, that shit is so damn smooth, son. Let me find all these stop buttons